Vale, ahora solo podemos ir a la puta fiesta de Afroditas, que no podemos hacer absolutamente nada más, ¿vale? Afrodita, no creo que son solo ocurrencias, ok. Hablar con Apolo. ¡Tronca! Apolo no nos va a decir nada. Debo ir a la fiesta de Afrodita, no me queda otra opción. Nos lo dice aquí. La Grace dice, tengo que ir a la fiesta. No tengo otra opción. Ok. Fiesta. Y tú, vamos a hablar con Apolo. Así que, vamos a la fiesta de Afrodita de una vez. Déjame ver a ese hombre que está esquizofrénico. Vamos a ir a la fiesta. Que Apolo no nos va a decir absolutamente nada. Uy, le he dado a la fiesta, qué pena. Mira, si está ya aquí Apolo, tía. Si es que vamos a hablar igual con Apolo. Castiga.
Fancy party? Check. Bunch of strangers? Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check. Now, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
Ya, solo 4, ¿eh?
Grace, you made it. I'm so glad. I was beginning to wonder.
You didn't say this was a fancy party. I feel a little underdressed.
Grace, look at me. I didn't even button up my shirt. It's
El
fine.
plano a los apps.
Why is everyone so quiet? You'd think someone died.
Kinda.
I should have told you about this earlier. I've been putting it off.
Es gracioso porque Cáncer es un cangrejo, Escorpio es un escorpión y Piscis debería ser otros crustáceos, pero no, preferiría poner un pez, ya ves. Y ese plano, ya ves. ¿Qué le decimos? No puede ser tan malo. Es tierno que te preocupes con corazón. No suena bien. Joder. No quiero ligar con Apolo. Tía. Tía. Tanta insistencia en ver a Apolo y ahora me estás diciendo que no quieres ligar con él. Aclárate. Ok. ¿Qué le decimos? Ok, me voy a poner la rabequilla esta o algo, porque tengo frío.
You're cute when you're all angsty. You get this little crinkle in your forehead.
You might not think I'm so cute after I explain.
Yeah.
You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu recollections that aren't your own?
No. Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil. In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
Nadie me lo dijo, que será de mí, parece bastante interesante. Básicamente nos está diciendo... Un momento, ¿vale? Pero mientras seguimos hablando. Básicamente nos está diciendo de que tendremos los recuerdos de la Calliope. Uy. Vale, ¿me habéis dicho que le digamos
That's gotta be
esto?
a lot of memories. She was, what, 1,000 years old?
More than that. Much more.
Then what happens to me in my piddly 20-something years? It can't be good.
Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate what's you and what's them, and all who came before them.
Qué horror, me convertiré en Calliope. No sé qué pensar. No creerme mucho me define. No digas eso.
You're saying I won't be me. I won't be Grace. Will I start calling myself Calliope?
Maybe. Eventually, most of us do, but most of us were chosen and prepared.
And I didn't choose this.
I understand. Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war. Passing on her eidolon is a way to forget, for a while. That's what this party is for.
¿Por qué hacer una fiesta por esto? Afrodita morirá, qué extremo. Básicamente que, pues, Afrodita le han venido los recuerdos de Vietnam. Y dice, no quiero acordarme de esto. Y otra vez, hasta que vuelva a acordarse y otra vez. Y así.
When you say she's gonna pass on her eidolon, you mean...
She's going to die, yes, and pass her soul on to a chosen successor.
in front of everyone?
We're here to help, Grace. To make it easier for Aphrodite to do what she feels she must. We're here to say goodbye. At least for a while.
¿Apoyas esto? Afrodita ya había hecho esto. Esta idea no me gusta nada, entiendo. Arriba alert.
This isn't the first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her fourth, I think, perhaps fifth.
So every time the veil, whatever you call it, when it starts to lift...
Aphrodite's memories return, and eventually it is too much. We gather to pay our respects and to honor the past. Well, she still remembers it.
¿Apoyas esto? Calliope no lo aprobó. Esta idea no me gusta nada, entiendo. Okay.
Wait. Calliope refused to come to these parties. That's what you said.
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle. She believed Aphrodite was indulging her sadness, wallowing in it. She thought Aphrodite should try harder. It was a point of contention between them. Aphrodite will be grateful you're here. Trust me.
Esta idea no me gusta nada, ¿apoyas esto? Entiendo. A Calliope no le hacía mucha jaja que Afrodita hiciese esta movida.
Do you support what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
Yeah, but you must have an opinion.
Eventually you will remember what we experienced in the war. And eventually you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
Entiendo esta idea, no me gusta nada. ¿Qué pensáis sobre esto? Entiendo. No vamos a joderle la movida, ¿no?
What did Aphrodite want Calliope to do? What does she want me to do?
Well, knowing Aphrodite, she'll want you to make a production of it all. She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Yo también querría hacer una producción de mi post-muerte, pre-muerte.
Yeah, mingling. Talk to Eros. Or we can talk more if you like. Just try to relax, Grace.
Sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
Ya ves. ¿Hablamos con Eros o con Apolo? Ya me veo venir, ¿eh? Tú quieres hacer una producción de bolleras y de Kiara, no mientas. Claro. Qué fantasía sería eso. Eres porque Apolo ya hablaste. Vaya, no me esperaba este giro de los acontecimientos. Oye, Juan, cosas y dejo de promocionar aquí movidas. Pero uno, Marina, te quiero aunque no esté aquí. Siempre queremos a Marina. Siempre vamos a recordar a Marina. Amamos a Marina. 2, te han sacado en B ya del álbum. Y bueno, si tenemos ya un psicópata en la SM, ahora tenemos 2. Un También sale... También tiene pistolas y movidas como el Taming. He visto el anuncio de el Envy, pero no lo he visto. O sea que... Pero vamos, otro psicópata como el Taming, ¿no? Me estás diciendo esto, ¿no? Qué bien. Y no pasa nada, tú siempre, si quieres contar algo, lo cuentas, no hay problema.
Grace.
Hey, Eros. Nice to...
¡Oh! ¡Un abrazo!
Oh, okay.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much you have no idea.
No, a ver, hemos venido al funeral de su madre. O sea, normal. Yo te quiero de verdad, mi padre. No soy una SM Enjoyer, yo soy una SM Stan de cabeza.
Are you okay? You seem a bit...
Triste. Está triste.
Every time she does this, I don't know how to
No, pero es
handle it.
impresionante. A mí me
I
gusta porque
almost
esa
want to
altura
run
es igual de
upstairs
antiguo.
and demand she stop.
Okay.
Remind her that this never works. Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
A Eros no le parece bien toda esta movida. Esto pasa seguido. Todas las situaciones raras. Está bien. Lo lamento, no le podemos decir, ¿eh? Yo estaneo GG Red Bull, vete lo que queda de FX. Ya ves, qué triste. Ay. Yo, SM, absolutamente todo lo que ha hecho SM, lo
From the
estaneo.
sounds of it, this happens a lot.
Every 20 years or so. That's how long she can hold out until she just can't stand it
Cada
anymore.
20 años,
Every
¿sabes?
time Aphrodite forgets. At least for a while. But I don't. I remember everything.
Todos
I'm
los
there for the
borrachos.
nightmares, the panic attacks, the days she doesn't even
Te
remember
pegan
the war's
mazo
over.
ser fan de
And now I'm
JYP.
arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
¡Ay, mi niño! No hay otra manera. ¿Qué le pasa a Afrodita? Joder, si cada 20 años decide hacer... Llego tarde, ¿eh? No, pero... Joder. Mientras que Amber es TikToker y está peor que Nomura sacando fumadas. Ya ves.
Is it okay if I ask what happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me. It's not my story to tell.
No puedo preguntarle. ¿Puedo ayudar en algo? Tienes razón. Era muy YG Enjoyer, pasar de SM Enjoyer y terminé Big Music Enjoyer, muy triste. Yo siempre he sido SM Enjoyer. Qué Dios más querida. Siempre he sido Team SM.
If I know what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Maybe ahora
Could
sería
you?
Big
I-
Hit también.
Suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Pero porque están 17,
What
50.
happened is that Brother Ares happened. He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see. So he was
Lovelies.
damned if he'd miss out on the next one. He found some jackbooted mortals, so full of themselves and their supremacy. And he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite,
Trigger warning.
her they captured.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
No hay otra manera. Afrodita se escapó, necesita mi ayuda. Rímate, te gusta de todo, cállate. Literal, sí. 70, por mucho que pongas playlist, ya entra en Big Music. Ya. Por eso he dicho Big Hit. Porque ahora está en esa movida. A ti te gusta Souls por 17 y porque hacen cosas con Lee Serafin. Y porque estaba Gifren, pero ahora Gifren... Souls no me gusta. Porque Souls se hicieron una putada tremenda a Gifren y no les voy a perdonar en la vida. Pero... Y Pledis tampoco les voy a perdonar en la vida. Pero ahora que están en Big Hit... Bueno.
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now.
Gifren, qué
So
nombre.
she must have escaped.
she didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
Now, wasn't he a smith of some kind? Giant hammer lived in
marido.
a mountain?
Some of that is mortal fancy, but yes. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her beyond reason. When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
Y muertas, ya ves.
Wait, they tortured her?
Nothing extreme, I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys.
No, with their enemies. That's what saved her.
¿No hay otra manera? Cuéntame del acuerdo. Necesita mi ayuda. Eros, Dios mío, denle un abrazo, lo necesita, literal. Por eso ha venido súper desesperado a darnos un abrazo, ¿eh?
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back. Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye. It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
Hombre, le rescato. Vamos a preguntarle a este, ¿vale?
Is there no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. For a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until... I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
¿Por qué en todos los juegos de decisiones hay un punto en el que tienes que ayudar a alguien a que no se... O sea, no entiendo qué obsesión tienen los juegos de decisiones a ayudar a una persona a que no se... No entiendo. Voy a poner... Siempre pasa eso. Voy a ponerla... Un momentito, ¿vale? Voy a encender luz. Ya está. Voy.
Maybe I just don't understand, but... Isn't this... like suicide?
Es literalmente eso.
Some of the idols have committed suicide.
Ah, bueno, no.
They
No
let
es eso.
themselves die without passing on their eidolon.
What happens?
What you'd expect. They're gone. Forever.
Por eso no hay
Mother
tantos
says she can't do
dioses.
that. She won't. Not until she sees Hephaestus again, I suspect. Not that what's happening here is anything casual. She still has to
They
die
gone forever.
for a while.
Necesita mi ayuda, parece que no estás de acuerdo. Por eso explica de que hay algunos dioses que no se sepa de ellos porque ya no están. Porque no pasaron el eidolon este.
What is my part in all of this? I'll help if I can.
Aphrodite loves drama. She always has. She wants us here to,
Sí soy.
well, to remember, to celebrate our history. She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
Para que no sé.
I can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down,
Entonces
doesn't want to
Afrodita se
do
va a ir
this
mal
any
final.
longer.
¿Te
she must
imaginas?
see it isn't working. She just needs the strength to try.
No me considero hija
Or
de
I hope that's
Afrodita.
all she needs.
Aunque parece raro que no me considero una hija de Afrodita. Pero no, me considero una cazadora de Artemisa. Pero ella. O hija de Hécate. No depende de mí y si te equivocas haré lo que pueda. Ok.
I'll try, if you think it'll do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
De nada, hombre. Se intenta. ¿Hablamos con Apolo o esperamos ya a Afrodita? Podemos hablar con Apolo antes de... Esperar a Afrodita es ir ya al evento de Afrodita. Podemos hablar un poco antes con Apolo si queréis. Y luego ya el evento de Afrodita. Aphrodite. Eso eres, te voy a rezar para... Tía. Ok. Siempre Apolo. Siempre Apolo, pero bien que luego dices, no me lo quiero ligar.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all.
Cállate.
Or they me.
Te noto incómodo. Eros quiere poner fin a esto. Debo volver a la fiesta. Ni de coña vamos a decir eso. Te noto incómodo. Eros quiere poner fin a esto. El tío está esquizofrénico, pero se le quiere. No es esquizofrénico, está mayor. Es un señor
You
mayor.
don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but...
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
That would be Pan. But yes, I feel very much out of place.
¿Por qué es eso? ¿Por qué no los evitas? Es un poco triste. Qué incómodo y adorable de tu parte. Yo sé a qué le daría. Pero... ¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¿Cómo que no? Tía. ¿Y qué le digo? A Luis no le gustaría esa opción. ¿O sí? ¿Quién sabe? Debo pensar en Luis. ¡Ah! Luis no está aquí. ¡Ah! I hate you.
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer, but wiser. No. Not so far.
Le voy a decir lo de Eros,
I
¿vale?
spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all
Joder,
this.
tía, quieres tirarte al Apolo, déjalo ya que está mayor.
Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more.
Te quieres tirar a
And then he
Perséfone.
watches the new
Same
Aphrodite
thing.
crumble, piece by piece, only to start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
No.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void, and somewhere, deep down, believes he deserves no better.
I should get back out there.
Ok, ahora sí lo de Afrodita. Pero Perséfone se nota que está en su prime. Yeah. Whatever. ¡Ole! ¡Guapas reinas! ¡Guapas reinas!
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me more than I can say. My loves, my darlings,
Por
my
esta mayor y qué.
dearest friends. And you. Oh, my
Shocked.
dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are.
Claro.
Yet here
Para que
she
votes,
is.
para que no me muera. ¿Podrías haberme invitado? Mucho gusto de nuevo. ¿Podemos hablar en privado? Guapa Afrodita, gracias por las hormonas.
It's lovely to meet you, Aphrodite. Properly, this time.
Ah, yes. Poor Calliope. Such a loss to us all. I shall miss her dearly. To have come so far, only... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. It's too much.
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh,
¡Qué linda!
what manners I have. Grace, Grace, meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus, and yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
Es súper icónico e irónico que se llama Venus. My lady, que hizo no eso. ¿Fuiste elegida? ¿Estás de acuerdo con esto? Mucho gusto. Hombre, claro. no vamos a...
Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you.
We'll both be new at this, huh? Maybe we could get together and compare notes if you,
Survive my trial.
Si es que no mueres.
Yeah. Lady Aphrodite told me. I shouldn't have brought that up. I'm sorry.
There will be so much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
Quiero decirte que no lo hagas. Primero necesito que me ayudes. Dime cuál es mi papel. Le decimos lo de que nos ayude, ¿no? En plan, no sé en qué, pero ¿le decimos eso? Ok.
Are you sure we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid my time is up. But since you've shown such kindness in coming, I will ask Eros to make himself available to you afterwards. There's nothing I know that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
Won't he be a little distracted?
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what
Eres
must be
guapo.
done.
Dime cuál es mi papel. Quiero decirte que no lo hagas. Claro. Intentamos seducirla,
I have to admit,
persuadirla
it's
en la
not clear
canción.
what my part in all this is supposed to be.
How could it be? You've barely just arrived, darling girl. How did you even find out about it?
That would be my doing.
Obviamente.
Apollo! Oh, you've come after all.
You look remarkably well, cousin.
I've had a great deal of time to prepare. I assure you that would not be the case. As for you, Grace, have you gathered the true purpose of tonight's gathering?
Para olvidar, para recordar. Una excusa para festejar, no lo sé.
If I had to guess, it's to remember. One last time before all your memories go away.
Yes.
Each time the veil lifts, it leaves behind a little less. For me, old Olympus is long forgotten. The glory of Rome, a distant dream. I hope that one day the veil will lift, and what happened during the war will also slip into oblivion.
But it hasn't.
Thus, for now we honor the memory of what was, lest tomorrow it be gone forever.
Joder.
Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
Ok. Oh. Vale, podemos hablar con Apolo. Podemos hablar con Venus. O empezar el ritual. Yo diría de hablar antes con alguien antes de empezar el ritual. El ritual lo último, claramente. Vale. Luego hablamos con Venus. Y luego empezamos el ritual.
Back again.
¿Qué le hago? Afrodita no me quiere ayudar.
I don't think I'll have a chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before, you know.
I was hoping she might have spared a moment.
What should I do?
You have two choices, Grace. Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest,
At which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
or you somehow convince her to remain with us and hope she's grateful.
And doesn't
Yeah.
regret it. Or get angry at me for ruining her party.
Do what you feel is right. It's a risk either way.
I should get back out there.
Vale, vamos a hablar con Venus. Me encanta que Afrodita haya elegido
I'm
como
gonna
su
apologize again,
reencarnación
Grace.
a una persona
I really
disca.
messed up. It looks like I'll be
Una
doing
tía
that a
chulísima.
lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
No puedes estar lista para esto. No me importa. ¿Tienes dudas? Se le ve que es la mejor. Yes. She slays.
Having second thoughts? If so, now's probably the time to mention it.
I would never do that to Lady Aphrodite. I'm just nervous.
That's understandable.
If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
Pasa muy rápido. No, en realidad no. Estaba aterrada. A ver. Estaba aterrada por la situación que nos tocó vivir a nosotras, pero no realmente. Not really. Ambas, I guess. Arriba.
Not really. I still felt like me, if that's what you're asking.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
¿Estás de acuerdo con todo esto? ¿De dónde conoces a Afrodita? ¿En serio te llamabas Venus? Esto está guay, para que nos cuente por qué la eligieron a ella como la siguiente Afrodita. Directamente,
Really
toma.
okay with all this? You know what's gonna happen, right?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much. Eros called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
¿En serio te llamas Venus? ¿De dónde conoces a Afrodita? Pero esto está mal. A ver, la de abajo yo creo que no la diría de momento. Antes le preguntaría cosas, ¿sabes?
Your name's really Venus, huh?
Everybody asks me that. Even the other idols. Maybe that's why Lady Aphrodite noticed me in the first place. She says it was fated to be. I say it's because my mama was a diehard hippie.
¿De dónde conoces a Afrodita? Pero esto está mal. Le vamos a preguntar la de arriba antes, diría yo, ¿eh? La otra me parece un poco... De momento un poco... Abajo, obviamente. No hay abajo, tía.
How do you know Aphrodite exactly?
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right? A couple of years ago, and she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this, like, amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like, they were old friends or something. I just thought, what is someone like her doing in a place like this? So, I just went over and introduced myself.
That's it? Just like that.
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
¿Le decimos que esto está mal? ¿O no le decimos nada? ¿Se lo decimos? ¿O no se lo decimos? Nos vamos, no decimos nada, ¿no? Okay.
You probably need to get ready. I shouldn't keep you.
No. This is Lady Aphrodite's big night, not mine.
It'll be yours later, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it will.
Ok, vamos a empezar. Me preparo.
I have tried so hard, fought for so long, but in the end, I must bid you all farewell once again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided.
¡Música! ¡Atentos!
We let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were
Creo que esta es mi canción favorita de todo el juego.
before we fell to our knees begging.
Junto a la de Apolo.
We fell from the sky.
Creo.
We let them rise, we let it happen. We waited far too long.
Concentrarte en la devastación, concentrarte en la traición, concentrarte en lo que sucede después. Devastación, traición, lo que sucede después. Devastación, traición, sucede después. Vale.
We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. We sought shelter from the shadows, but were soon ripped from the dark. Those mortal souls that ended us were jealous from the start. They hunted me for power to fuel their psychopathic cause. And once they fell before me and worshipped all I was, they chased me down and threw me in a cage, held me prisoner for so long.
Concentrarte en lo que siente, en la ofensa en que sobrevivió. En lo que siente, en la ofensa en que sobrevivió. Lo que siente, la ofensa en que sobrevivió. Lo que siente, ofensa, lo que siente.
I thought I'd win their hearts again. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, the power of the idols pounds within your chest.
¡Ah! Le amo.
But for now I am in mourning for a love gone unexpressed. He was harder than the chisel. I was a horrid block of ice. A winter's chill that stayed until he made his sacrifice. The man that I ignored saved me when I fell. Yes, the husband I abhorred rescued me from hell. I thought it was a joke when it was said to me. He struck a deal with our enemy's enemy, made a secret weapon so my captors let me go. He gave up his...
Sufriste mucho, lo lamento. Debes parar, no tiene sentido. Tengo muchas dudas sobre esto. Sufriste mucho, lo lamento. Debes parar, no tiene sentido esto. Tengo muchas dudas sobre esto. Sí, no la estamos convenciendo una mierda, ¿eh? Necesita un abrazo.
Leaving just a memory, and this love I'll never know is what he gave to me.
I can't believe what I'm hearing today. If your story stops there, I've nothing to say.
Se nota que he sufrido tanto, la verdad. Ya.
I can't imagine. I feel like a child who grew up too
There's no excuse but mortals can tell. You know. There's no
Eso no me hace el coro.
peace, it's ongoing. You know. You know. Everyone's here to bid me farewell. Can you imagine? I can imagine this really happened. I can't forgive.
¡Oh! ¡La música! ¡Guau! No me jodas. No me estropees la música ahora. Bueno, volverá. Esto ha pasado antes. Volverá. No puede ser. Me cago en... ¡No me quites la música ahora! Maldito juego. Bueno. ¿Esta no era tu canción favorita? ¡Sí! ¡Por eso me da rabia!
Mother, I stood by your side, now I no longer see the purpose of love when it tears at the center of
¡Qué bien canta Eros, Jesucristo!
my arrows are rusty. Forget the bow, and I won't be begging you not to go. But when you're away, you leave us a broken home. And you leave me alone, lost in a moment, lost in a song.
¡Ah, jamón!
Lost in a moment,
You deserve mercy. Bueno, está en inglés, ¿vale? You deserve mercy. You need to live. I can tell you what to do. Mereces misericordia. Tú tienes que vivir. Yo no te puedo decir qué te tienes que hacer. Tú... Versión andaluza.
lost in a song. Lost in a moment.
¡Dale!
There's fire in you yet. Aphrodite returns, she'll never forget. Finally we'll be free. Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
Voy a volver a llorar como la primera vez. Uf.
Lost in a moment. Lost in a moment. Lost in a moment.
No sé si lo hemos conseguido, ¿eh?
Mother, is it true? You've chosen to.
Live. I have chosen to live. I'm so sorry, Venus. I made you so many promises, dearest, and I won't be able to keep them.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish, I'll be with you at every step.
I as well. Always.
I hope none of us regret this choice in the days to come. But thank you.
Ay, se me acabó el café. Qué triste. Funcionará, espero que esto no empeore las cosas. Prometiste ayudarme. Tronca. Es que es una canción tan bonita, tan triste. Es que...
It has to be better than doing the same thing over and over.
Does it? It could also be far worse.
Don't talk like that, Mother. We can fight this.
I'm so very tired, my loves, but I will. I'll try. Now then, Grace. You needed my help. No doubt regarding Calliope's death? Have you any suspicions as to who might be responsible?
¿Alguien era el relicario? Pensé en Medusa. Tengo una teoría. Qué ojazos tiene la Afrodita, ¿eh? El pan. Qué obsesión tienes, tía. Tienes una obsesión.
Not exactly, but it has to be an idol. One with influence.
Oh? What makes you think that?
It had to be someone who knew Calliope and wanted her gone, with enough knowledge and power to fool the chorus. It also had to be someone who could get into the reliquary and attack her there, right under the noses of both Hecate and the Minotaur.
Calliope came to see us that night. She was agitated, frightened even, but she wouldn't explain why.
She said she had a plan. It must have been the reliquary.
Sabía lo que pasaría. ¿Por qué no mencionaron esto? ¿Qué tipo de plan? No, si al final todo el mundo vio a la puta Calliope esa noche. Tomar por culo a Luis, que siempre dice que tiene la razón.
A plan? A plan for what? What could she find at the reliquary that would help her?
Maybe she wanted a weapon. Something to defend herself with.
If only we'd known she intended to go to the reliquary. How on earth did she even get in?
She used the key, the one Pan gave her.
¿Qué?
When Calliope arrived, she dropped it. Then she laughed and said she'd better not lose it because Pan won't give me another key to the reliquary. I didn't know it was important.
Te lo
What?
dije.
There's your help, Grace. I can't give you any better.
Come now, Mother. It's time you rested. It's been a long night.
If I don't, I suppose you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
Uy,
So,
esa
did they
pose.
have anything helpful?
Esperando a Apolo. Tal vez es inocente. No tiene sentido, así parece.
I gave him every opportunity to tell me. He said he didn't know what happened to Calliope.
just because he gave her the
Okay.
key doesn't necessarily make that a lie.
Doesn't it? I thought you suspected him.
Vale.
What side are you on?
Your side, Grace. Always your side. Are you all right, Grace? You seem troubled.
Afrodita sufrió mucho. Estoy preocupada. Estoy pensando en los recuerdos de Calliope. Nunca pierdo, no has demostrado nada. Literal. ¿Qué le decimos? ¿Por qué estamos trostes? Afrodita sufrió mucho. Estoy preocupada. ¿Alguien cede? Voy a por el dado. A mí me da igual, vale.
What Aphrodite went through, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the life of an immortal. It never ends.
Wow. Way to really sell it, Apollo.
You really are amazing, you know that?
¡Ah!
Every hurdle, every piece of unpleasant news, you just keep on going. I don't know how you do it.
Soy increíble, ¿sí? ¿Qué quieres decir? No tengo alternativa. ¿Está ligando? Apolo, tampoco te flipes. Derecha. Vale.
It kind of helps that I don't have a choice.
I just wish I could see the world through your eyes. Next to you, I feel very old.
Es que eres viejo, Apolo, ¿qué le hacemos? ¡Oh! Te contaré mi visión, corazón. Es tan terrible, pregunta. Sí que eres viejo, rompe corazones. No puedo ayudarte, rompe corazones. Ni de coña le vamos a romper el corazón, ¿eh? Don't you dare. ¿Arriba? Vale.
Is it really that bad? Being a literal god, young and hunky forever?
No, it's not that. There are good things, yes, but they come with the not-so-good things as well.
Such as?
Such as having the gift of prophecy. And never being able to act on what you see. I tried, and it only made things worse. So instead, I tried to not want to try, and that's still not better.
Gente, no quiero romperle el corazón a Polo. No le quiero romper el corazón a Polo. No le quiero romper el corazón a Polo. Vale.
How
Gracias.
about you come with me sometime? Let me show you the world I see.
Voy de aquí.
A tempting offer.
Sounds kind of corny, huh?
It really doesn't. I would love that. Can we go now?
Hey, I'm game if you are.
¡La música! ¡Me cago en todo! Otra vez. Bueno, ya sabéis cómo funciona esto. Volver a la música. Me cago en Raima, que no tenía que ligar con él al principio. Os juro que no sé por qué la música decide dejar de sonar cada X tiempo. Problemas técnicos. No oigo casi el juego, lloro. La cosa es que no se oye ahora mismo porque ha decidido petar el juego. En mi canción favorita el juego te escucha. A ver, esta no es mi canción favorita, la verdad. Ni me acuerdo de esta canción. Bueno, estaban cantándose una canción de amor. You know. No solo cuando peta al comienzo se oía abajo. ¿Ah, sí? Puedo ayudarte, basta con eso. Es mejor probar que no hacer nada. Está muy cerca. Puedo ayudarte, basta con eso. Es mejor no hacer nada. Derecha, izquierda. ¿Alguien cede? ¿Tiro dado? Me sirve, vale. ¿Vuelve la música? Estaría bien que volviese la música. Ahora.
I'm sure you've had it rough. 1,000 years of life is hard, but easier with someone like me to lean on.
Qué lindos.
The courage you need to be
I appreciate the
joyful. Something not come up you
If I ever let her know.
No matter what I do, the answer's in you.
The answer's in me. Courage you need to be joyful. It's something you build over time. No matter what I do, the answer's in you. I will be here for the ride. Yes, I will be here for the ride.
Bella bestia son. Literalmente, ¿eh? Todas las vibes. ¡Oh! Hora de volver a casa por ahora. Hablar con Apolo, departamento de Grace. ¿Qué hacemos? Ah, bueno. ¿Vemos el diario? Diario Apolo Grace. O sea, departamento de Grace. La canción era tal cual. Hablar con Apolo, obviamente, del tirón. Diario. Diario y nos ponemos un poco al día de lo que ha pasado. Vale. A ver. Freddy, yo creo que no. Calíope, sí, ¿no? Nos dirá lo de la llave. Aquí. Qué interesante. Calíope visitó a Afrodita y a Eros la noche que murió. Tenía miedo de algo, pero no les dijo qué. Ahora se arrepienten de no haber tratado de sacarle más información. Pero con esto puedo confirmar que Calíope sabía que iba a pasar algo. Quizá ya lo sabía cuando nos conocimos en el gimnasio. Quizá creía que podía morir y por eso estaba tan triste o resignada. Sea lo que sea, pasó esa noche. Seguro que no la tomó por sorpresa. Vale, Afrodita. Esto está en inglés. Le dije a Eros que intentaría convencer a Afrodita para que espere. La verdad no sé si es posible, tengo que intentarlo. Porque esto que hace para soportarlo está mal. Esta no es la respuesta. Al final logré convencer a Afrodita de que siga adelante con su vida. Dijo que lo intentará, espero no haberla ofendido durante la canción. Pero era lo que tenía que hacer. Es imponente y maravillosa. Si hay alguien que puede lograrlo es ella. Sí, les visitó antes de ir al relicario. A ver, Apolo. Apolo y yo bailamos un poco después de la fiesta. Hubo un momento en el que pensé que nos besaríamos. ¡Ah! Quería que pasara. ¿Está interesado en mí? ¿Podría salir con un dios griego? Todo es muy extraño. Pan. Escuchen esto. Pan le dio la llave del relicario a Calíope. Se la dio esa noche. Sabía que había ido allí incluso cuando me pidió que le hiciera un favor, pero no lo dijo. Está mucho más metido en esto de lo que aparentaba en un principio. Hace un rato me encontré con Eros en la fiesta de Afrodita y de golpe entendí por qué estaba tan mal. Parece que Afrodita siempre lo cuidó mucho. Hace tiempo ve cómo ella organiza estas fiestas para morir una y otra vez. Pero ya se hartó, ya no soporta el dolor de Afrodita. Pero me parece que no sabe qué hacer con eso. Espera que yo la convenza de que no lo haga más, pero es una orden difícil de cumplir. Además no sé si sería lo mejor para ella. Apolo dijo que piensa que Eros se quedó con Afrodita todo este tiempo, porque se siente en deuda, en el pasado. Eros era un desastre eterno, según Apolo, y Afrodita lo cuidaba mucho. Seguro que ahora devuelve el favor aunque le duele en el alma. Creo que Apolo tiene razón. Al final hice lo que me pidió Eros. Convencí a Afrodita de que no se diera por vencida. Fue increíble verlo cuando ella le dijo que lo intentara. Pensé que iba a romper en llanto allí mismo. Espero haber hecho lo correcto. No vas a ligar con Apolo. He puesto que en mi casa aquí fue Pan. Demasiado bien, demasiado dice al que le gusta Pan. Vale, y luego Venus. ¿Vale? Esta es la que iba a ser como la reencarnación de Afrodita, ¿vale? Conocí a la persona que se convertirá en la nueva Afrodita, se llama Venus y parece muy amable. Afrodita la preparó durante meses, lo que debe ser muy lindo, y parece que entiende que se metió, en qué se metió, pero esto no deja de estar mal. Al final logré convencer a Afrodita de que no se dé por vencida y siga viva. La verdad no sé cómo lo conseguí, espero que haya sido lo correcto. Espero que Venus me perdone por haberle quitado esta oportunidad si es que pensaba que era así para ella. Algo me dice que está bien y se quedará para ayudar a Afrodita en el futuro. Se nota que no sabes de juego de misterio. Vale, ¿hablamos con Apolo o vamos al departamento de Grace? ¿Apolo o Grace? O el departamento de Grace. Pero si antes me habías dicho que fuésemos a ver a Apolo. What happened to you? Girl. Con Apolo no creo que pase nada, sería la casa, ¿vale? Pues vamos a la casa. Mucho Apolo por hoy. ¡Hermes!
Hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddie?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
¿Conoces a Freddy? ¿Me buscabas? Esto es raro. Qué guapa mi niña. Yes. Le preguntamos si nos buscaba. A ver. Yes.
Waited. Were you looking for me?
All over, yeah. Athena sent me to find you, but it wasn't easy. Yeah, you must have been busy.
Yeah, because I stand trial soon.
Right.
Yes.
Right, that makes sense. Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
¿Te dedicas a esto? ¿Tengo otra opción? Vamos. Le preguntamos cosas antes de irnos, ¿no? Hablar con Atenea. ¿Arriba?
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
¿Te dedicas a esto? Uy, mi voz. Atenea nunca sale del Olimpo. Voy a beber agua, ¿vale? Así que os voy a canjear yo una hidratación. Ay, vale, me vale.
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere.
Me muero.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
No fue mi culpa. Te dedicas a esto.
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which,
Aw.
you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
¿Conociste al Hermes anterior? ¿Te gusta hacer mandados? Transición transgender reference. Yes. Me hace feliz. Oh.
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
Le vamos a preguntar si lo
You
conoce
mention
yo.
the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
No. Vamos.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
A baby. Vale. A ver qué nos dice la chinea. ¡Ah! Vale, gente. Podemos elegir un segundo atributo, ¿vale? Encantadora o imparable. Ya sabéis cómo era esto. Tenemos astuta. Podemos elegir un segundo atributo. Astuta ya lo tenemos. Eso es tontísima. Imparable. Grace es muy punk y no tiene miedo de ser atrevida y agresiva cuando hace falta. O encantadora. Esta Grace con calma y carisma trata de hacer lo correcto y todos la quieren más por eso. Brenda. Arrasemos con la verdadera culpable, Atenea. ¡Vámonos!
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
Vale. Entramos
I
enfadadas,
prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh.
Se ha enterado.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
¿Estás molesta? Tengo que demostrar que soy inocente. ¿Sabes lo que pasó ahí? Claramente está molesta. Eso es obvio.
But you know what happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
So because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Ya. No te importa nada. También te importa Medusa. Entonces haz algo. Todo es muy de... ¡Luis quiere guerra!
You care. About me? That's a laugh. You sit up here in your tower and whatever humanity you might have once had, whatever wisdom, it's eroded away to nothing. The only thing you care about is making sure it doesn't all shatter. Not on your watch.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next.
Yeah.
Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
Y tú la haces más larga. Es terrible. ¿Por qué me cuentas esto? La de la izquierda es muy de... ¿Qué dices? Es el arma homicida justo ahí. ¿Por qué?
So you
Hemos elegido
add to
violencia.
it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more.
Tú les estás
We are a
matando.
legacy
Les
that
estás
spans
ahogando.
millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
No lo sabía. Podría haberte ayudado. ¿Es todo? Cállate, vieja borracha esquizofrénica.
It's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now?
Literal.
I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's
creo
the
que
time
no.
to bring them up.
A ver, si queréis que lo suba a YouTube, lo subo. Pero no tenía pensado subirlo a YouTube, la verdad. Porque estoy perdido. Si queréis que lo suba, lo subo, ¿eh? No lo tenía pensado subirlo, pero yo lo subo si queréis. Cuéntame de pan. Hablemos de Medusa. ¿Quién tiene acceso al relicario? ¿Quién tiene acceso al relicario?
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter?
Es
You
que me
gained
perdí
access,
directos.
so
Okay.
clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
Igual que Calíope. Fue pan. No te lo diré. Bromeas, ¿no? Vamos. ¡Wow! ¿Queréis
Gave it
violencia?
to me. Athena, I had that key all along.
You what?
It's just like you thought. I used it to attack Calliope that night. Then I brought her back home to finish her off.
Le vacilamos,
With a plan, baby. Stole my way into godhood. Watch me roar.
That's not funny, Grace.
What's funny is that you thought I'd tell you without getting anything in return.
Estoy muy enfadada con ella. Cuéntame de Pan. Hablemos de Medusa. Fuiste al relicario, ¿verdad? Elegimos violencia. Directamente, el relicario. Ok.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
He hecho una encuesta por si queréis que suba Stray Gods a YouTube, ¿vale? Votad mientras estamos jugando, ¿ok? Fueron mientras acabo de mentir, fueron mientras esperábamos, nos lo dijo Hécate arriba. Cuéntame de Pan, hablemos de Medusa. He votado que no.
Alright, let's talk about Medusa.
Met her, have you?
¿Puedes quitar la maldición? Trato de comerme. ¿Por qué trabaja para ti?
I just have to know why. Of all
I
the
don't know.
people you could have working for you,
Oli Marcos.
why her?
We could have left her behind. I elected to bring her because, in the end, she is
Wait.
my responsibility. But Medusa didn't want charity. She volunteered.
Solo
to work
cuatro,
in
solo
my
cuatro, solo
service.
cuatro, solo cuatro, solo cuatro.
It's trying at times. Now, if there isn't anything else,
Un momento, Ya está. Solo cuatro.
What do you know
Ahí.
of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he
Ha
thinks he can
sido
get
Alba
away
lo
with.
del agua.
Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Ya. ¿Pan es un asesino? ¡Ah! Por la cara. ¿Le preguntamos? Lo del agua no. Lo sabía. Solo estamos preguntando.
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
I don't
Another
care.
idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
Yo me mandaron, me obligo a mandar más. No lo sé, hasta ahora se me escapa algo.
Sort of. But I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this.
Claro.
Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Ya me voy.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am
Alba's tu
rooting
fan.
for you,
Oli,
Grace.
Alba.
If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Yeah,
Good
I
luck.
don't think so.
Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Es un señora, suélteme el brazo, cállese señora. Atenas la asesina por eso no quiere arriesgar a
say
que
I'm
recuerdes las
surprised.
cosas, todo cuadra.
Athena has always struggled in a crisis.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Remember, she was a warrior. When pressed, she's always turned to that aspect, sought to maintain absolute control. It'd be hypocritical to say it's wrong of her. She's battled for me as much as for anyone.
Puto vieja borracha, asesina esquizofrénica. ¿De verdad están muriendo los ídolos? Haz lo mejor que puede. Necesito que me des un sermón. What?
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
Yes, though I find it odd she chose to tell you.
Maybe Athena thought, who'd believe Grace if she blabbed about it anyway?
Sadly, while I'd prefer to stay in her good graces,
Yes, es súper
I
crass.
doubt that will be possible.
Uh-oh, what now?
You may
Bisexual
not
queen.
like this, but you need to go back to the reliquary.
Ok. No es buena idea. ¿Para qué? Creo que sé por qué. Normal. Tiene el septum de bisexual.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
As usual, you're way ahead of me.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
Remember how I told you it'd be years before you got Calliope's memories back? Well, it's true, but not entirely.
Okay.
Those memories are inside you. You go somewhere important to Calliope or touch something special to her, you will get flashes, feelings.
Do you want
Vale.
Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
Whatever happened to Calliope there, it ended her life. All we need to
Hola,
do
patata.
is uncover those memories.
¿Cómo quedó el Poppy Playtime este? Que no me voy a jugar al Purple Sleep otra vez, que pesada. ¿Crees que funcionará? ¿Cómo entraremos al relicario?
Last time Freddie and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
Claro.
Okay. Do you want to ask Athena for permission?
It just seems like a
No.
radical step. For you.
A week ago, I would have said that breaking into the reliquary couldn't be done. A week ago, I couldn't have imagined being here.
Vale.
My stance on a lot of things has changed. If you have another idea, however, I'm happy to go along with it.
Vale. ¿Crees que funcionará? El relicario tiene alarmas. Antes de ir, vamos a preguntarle cosas. No vamos a ir al lago. Ah, sí, vámonos.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then the alarms bring Asterion and Hecate, and all three of us do a great deal of apologizing.
Claro.
Let's just hope that's all those alarms do.
Vale. ¿Crees que
Are you
funcionará?
sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
Am I sure? No. No, I'm not.
Oh,
Why?
that's comforting.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh. Well, do you
Freddy
have a
es
way we
como
can look into
Brenda,
those
está
things without
obsesionada con
encountering
Pan.
even more lies?
Deja vu it is.
¿Qué debo buscar? ¿No hay otra manera?
Let's say I do this.
Sí, soy
What am I
literal, soy
hoping to
Freddy.
find?
Some memory of what happened to Calliope, even a flash. Anything that gives us something to work with.
And if that doesn't happen?
Make it happen, Grace. As if your life depends on it.
I can really see
Soy
why the
buenísima.
idols call you the cheery one.
I'm sorry, but why is she here again?
No hay otra
Is there
manera.
really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
I think that's kind of the point, Grace.
There isn't much time left, and I'm out of ideas that won't take more time than we have.
Well, there's always running, right? Grace leaves the city, goes on a world tour, becomes rich and famous. It's just me. Okay then.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Vale.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go into the reliquary with you. Not without tipping off Hecate.
Vale.
But I won't be far. If I get the slightest sense that something has gone wrong, I am
Mala idea
coming
como todas
in.
las de Brenda.
Still, promise me you won't take risks.
No te preocupes, no puedo jugar a eso, lo intentaré. Yo salvé a Afrodita hoy. Eso es cierto. Lo dices como si tuviera mérito. A ver, tiene mérito, la verdad. Bueno, es parte de la historia.
I'll try.
Oh, que juntos están, Jesucristo.
Can we just get on with this already?
Vamos directas al relicario, ¿eh? Porque... Vale. ¿Qué hacemos? Freddy distrae a Hecate. Decirle la verdad a Hecate es escabullirse por la puerta de atrás. Hoy voy a escoger violencia, busca el dado, Raima. Voy a intentar que Grace ligue con Pat solo para fastidiarte. Por la puerta de atrás, ¿vale? Brenda. Vale, vale, busco el dado. ¿Pero para esto también vais a discutir? Ah, vale. Para esto no. Puerta, por la puerta de atrás. Ok. Dilo, Renfe,
Wait, are
díseselo.
you sure this is right? Was that the right door?
You're asking me like I'm supposed to know?
It just feels like we're back outside again. Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
Or maybe we're right where we're supposed to be.
Es increíble, es demasiado fácil. Deberíamos tener cuidado. Vale.
Then we should be careful. Remember what the Minotaur said? Alarms. Magical defenses.
None of which killed Calliope, we think. But sure, I hear you.
How do we avoid getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
Oh, it is a labyrinth, but I've never had any trouble finding my way around.
¡Ah!
Hey, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure, but I'm not a monster.
¿Nos va a tirar?
Yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in here, right?
Tengo permiso, nos debes un favor. ¿Y qué? ¿Y qué? Vais a flipar. Ya, es que... Ya. Let's go. Nos debes un favor, eso es cierto. Vale.
I seem to recall that we did you a huge favor the last time we were here.
Yeah, for Pan, but I already...
Yeah, we hooked you up with Hecate, and she is
No, pero es...
out of
Ya.
your league, dude.
I know, but...
So you couldn't make an exception just this one little time? Hecate doesn't need to know.
No, I need to bring you back to Kate. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Hey, come back! Oi, come back!
Vale.
Okay. I don't hear anything. I think I'm all right. I hope Freddy's okay. She'd better be. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start?
Quería que las tirara.
Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just focus.
¡Oh! Ahora Grace es esquizofrénica perdida que vea la muerta de Calíope, ¿sabes? Calíope, mi mujer.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
Le falta una guarrema. Ok, mirar huevo. Mira mi huevo. Mirar instrumento, mirar máscara, mirar tridente, mirar manzana, mirar rama, mirar pergamino, mirar estatua. Estuata. Tridente. Mirar el qué. Miramos el tridente. Vale.
Is this an armory, too?
Ok. ¿Comentará de todo? I guess. ¿Queréis que vayamos en un orden o...? Es que no recuerdo. De tajo de arriba a abajo. Vale.
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it? Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
Vale.
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
Siempre izquierda. Vale, la manzana.
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Vale, la rama.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
El pergamino.
I don't even know what language that is.
Griego antiguo. La estuata.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
Y el espejo.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
Lloreo.
Uh-oh.
Hola, lo siento, retroceder. Pongo la pausa porque es importante. Creo que vayamos rápido. Hola, lo siento, retroceder. Retroceder. Hola, retroceder. Desempate. Retroceder. Chocamos con el espejo, haremos ruido. Seguramente esto sea un recuerdo. Izquierda.
Hello? Do you work for Hecate? Are you guardians or something? Okay then.
Ok. No es la primera, pero bueno. No podemos usar los poderes, ¿eh?
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Oh!
Grace? Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep
Hola,
coming.
Freddy.
No, I won't let you.
Freddy!
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, God, Freddy.
Oh no. Oh, Grace.
You summoned the Furies. What? Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution.
Me voy a llorar.
How did you draw them here? I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it. There was only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
Tienes que ayudar a Freddy. ¿Moiras? ¿Furias? No hablé con las Moiras. Ya, cuando jugamos Eva y yo también sucedió esto y nos afectó muchísimo y estuvimos bastante enfadadas y lloramos bastante.
Who are the Fates? Who are the Furies? I didn't do anything. I didn't touch anything. This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I
Sí,
do not have the
literal.
power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
Ayúdame, Apolo. ¿Cómo puedes decir eso? No me iré sin Freddy. Entonces nadie la mató, what the fuck. ¿A qué te refieres? ¿La mató esa gente entonces? Plot twist. ¿Qué le decimos? Ayúdame, Apolo. Creo que Luis está un poco consternado. ¿Por qué está tardando?
Apollo, there has to be something we can do.
Grace, I'm so sorry.
No, it's not right.
Yo estoy igual.
We have to leave. We have to leave now.
Estoy analizando, no fueron ellas, Calliope pudo huir. Esto no puede ser real, Freddy está muerta. Sabía que no tenía que dejarla venir conmigo de nuevo, pero no pensé que moriría. Freddy sacrificó la vida por mí. Evitó que me mataran las furias, y es culpa mía que esté muerta. ¿Qué haré ahora? Vale. Y funcionó o algo así. Calíope fue al relicario esa noche para comunicarse con las moiras mediante un espejo mágico, pero nunca tuvo la oportunidad de hablar con ellas. Al igual que a mí, la atacaron las furias. No son ídolas, sino encarnaciones del castigo. Ejecutan las leyes antiguas de los ídolos, como las que imponía Zeus y que seguro murieron con él. A diferencia de lo que pasó conmigo, las furias seguro apuñalaron a Calíope antes de que escapara. Pero eso no me dice por qué tenía tanta urgencia de comunicarse con las moiras. Tampoco me dice quién envió a las furias, primero contra ella y luego contra mí. Según Hécate, ninguno de los ídolos tiene tanto poder. Por el precio que pagamos, me gustaría haber descubierto más. Vuelvo al departamento y ¿quién me espera ahí? Hermes, pero no entró por ningún portal mágico. Freddy le dejó entrar. Ella y Hermes son, ¿qué? ¿Amigues? Es raro, ¿no? Dije que Hermes era sospechosa, hablé con ella un poco en el departamento y la verdad parece el ídolo que menos sospecha despierta hasta ahora. Es sincero, siempre quiere ayudar, al mundo le vendría bien más Hermes. Apolo me dice algo. ¿Por qué no puedo verlo de Apolo? Ok, Apolo no leemos. That's okay. En la mitad de la semana que me dio Atenea me convocó a la oficina para no sé para qué, disculparse, retarme. Claro que no estaba contenta con mi visita al relicario, pero más que nada quería contarme que los ídolos están por morir. De verdad, moribundos, pierden la inmortalidad y todo eso. Tiene que ser difícil para unos seres que existen hace una eternidad, pero ¿por eso se justifica el juicio? Atenea no puede arriesgarse a que una usurpadora mediocre como yo manche el gran legado de los ídolos mientras llegan al ocaso. Es como una maestra estricta que quiere ser interesante para los alumnos y fracasa por su propia personalidad. Apolo explicó el comportamiento de Atenea. Claro que está obsesionado con el control, pero así es como mantuvo vivos a los ídolos tanto tiempo. Sin embargo, Apolo no sabe por qué no les dijo que están por morir. ¡Ayo, bebé! ¿De Pan sabemos algo? Sí, esto ya lo hemos leído. Hécate nos dice algo más. En verdad espero que Hécate no esté muy enojada conmigo porque volví a entrar al relicario y por lo que pasó después. Los ídolos se calman con el tiempo, ¿no? Y el Minotauro. Asterion me atrapó cuando entré de nuevo al relicario. Tuve que escapar y lo dejé preocupado por lo que diría Hécate. De verdad espero no haberle causado demasiados problemas. Me perdonará, ¿no? Vamos a casa.